It's time for championship baseball from Joliet. Your Class 3A state baseball championship matches a pair of teams from the Chicago Catholic League as St. Laurence takes on Montini. And hi again, everybody, along with Hall of Fame coach Mark Lindo. I'm Dave Bernhard. St. Laurence comes into this game 34-5 on the season, knocking off Waterloo yesterday in the semifinals 8-2. Montini, at 22-11, they defeated Dixon 5-1. And Mark, when you look at the way you get to this championship game, you have to execute the fundamentals. When you're in it, you darn well better do it for 7 innings.
Good afternoon, Dave. Let's crown a champion. Should be a fun one. You got two excellent teams, two well-coached teams. You have two teams that are going to have to do this to win. The team that pounds the strike zone, the team that picks up, throws the baseball the most cleanly, the team that gets a key bunt down, the team that gives up on 2 strike hits, gives up on the bottom. All the little things will come into play.
For St. Laurence, they're going to go with their ace, number 13 on the mound. He is a left-hander. Chris Seropian has been waiting for this moment, and he's got it right now for your 3A title game.
6'1", 175, a junior. Left-handers competing in his 16th game on the bump this year. He's 8-2 against obviously quality competition. 62 1/3 innings pitched. He's struck out 68 hitters. Walked just 23 at this juncture, allowed 55 hits, 22 earned runs, which tabs out to be 2.47. He gets the ball in the state championship. He gets the call, and giving you the call for the 3A state title. The Hall of Famer, the voice of the IHSA, Dave Bernhard, to bring you all the action.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. It feels like a championship here. Big crowd here at DuPage Medical Group Field in Joliet. Stepping in to face Seropian, it'll be the leadoff hitter for Montini. That's Antoine Harris. The rest of the batting order for the Broncos will be followed by Nate Kremko and Michael Sclafani, Ryan Nelson, Michael Kazuski, and Nick Wynn. The middle part of the order as Seropian delivers pitch number 2. Rocco Catalano, Estevan Moreno, and Ben La round out the batting order for head coach Rich Janner in his 3rd season at Montini. 60 wins, 41 defeats. The count now 2-1. Defensively for St. Louis, the outfield of Mark Babbage, Luke Montgomery, and Jake Vera. Left side of the infield is Ryan Cummings with a shortstop of Matt Dornbos. On the right side, Kevin McCormick and Vito Valencius is the first baseman. The catcher is Matt McCormick.
Seropian will come in with a fastball. He'll mix in a curveball. He'll mix in a change, and that one was high gas. He gets Antoine Harris to start the game with a heater about 86. Got it above his hands. Harris couldn't catch up.
Well, you come straight over the top like that, you just buzz the top of the letters. That is tough to get on top of. Here is Nate Kremko, junior center fielder. Yesterday, Kremko 2 for 2 in the win over Dixon.
Seropian pitching quickly, working quickly, and pitching with adrenaline quite clearly right now.
Boy, he's getting it and throwing it, and pops the glove of McCormick. The ball is strike in and out. This is a young Montini team. Starting lineup, only 3 seniors out of the 10 players involved.
You sense Matt McCormick, the catcher. He looks over to the third base dugout. You see him right there trying to get the sign from pitching coach Adam Lotus, who calls the pitches. He wants it fast because Seropian wants to get it and go.
Well, and that's knowing your pitcher as well, right? I mean, if you've got a guy that wants to get it and go, you get that sign to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and McCormick knows him so well, too. He throws the ball back. He's immediately looking over the dugout for that pitch to be called.
This one is into right center field. Sliding attempt. And no, it's a trap by Jake Vera. That'll be a base hit for Nate Kremko.
Vera with a layout effort. Good job of hitting. Kremko goes the other way with that ball. Sliding catch. He short hopped it. Good call by first base umpire Tim Birch. Watch the ball skid right there.
Vera tried to sell it half-heartedly. That will bring up third place hitter Michael Sclafani. Sclafani with the bat yesterday was 0 for 2. He was a starting pitcher, went all 7 innings, got the win, gave up 5 hits, only 1 run, struck out 7 and walked 2. And his 111 pitches gets Montini to the title game. Montini played the championship game back in 2005. That was the last time they were in the state finals. To third, the quick one to second, and they turn it. How about that? 5:43. Kevin McCormick got the ball over to first in a hurry, so it becomes, in effect, a 1-2-3 top of the first. It will go to the bottom. The Vikings will pick up the sticks.
The more you understand your insurance, the more successful you can be. I love explaining how proper coverage can help my customers achieve their goals. Watching them apply what they've learned from my class to their lives, it's inspiring. I believe anyone can achieve their goals if they just take simple steps. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
This IHSA Championship event is brought to you by Biaggi's, where carryout is just another one of our specialties. And by Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise.
You are watching live coverage of the IHSA Baseball Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school championship action. It's a matchup of left-handers for Montini. Michael Kazuski on the mound.
Gotta love left-handers on the bump in championship tills. Kazuski, a junior, 5'10", 175. He's thrown 33 innings this year. Has amassed a 5-2 one-loss record, a 2.97 earned run average, 33 strikeouts in 33 innings pitched, relatively high ratio, 23 walks. He's got to be around the zone to be good today.
And at the plate, it's Luke Montgomery. Here's what you would like from a leadoff batter. This is what Montgomery did yesterday. He was 3 for 4, scored 2 runs, stole 3 bases.
Making things happen.
Count even up with a ball and a strike. You mentioned our first base umpire, Tim Birch. At home plate, Bob Hyde. Third base umpire here in your 3A championship is Scott McClellan. Montgomery will get the base hit, and once again, he just keeps it rolling.
Well, we very impressed with how quick his hands are, how fast. Look at how short this swing is. Incredibly short. Boom, to the baseball. Kept his hands inside and got the barrel out in front of home plate. No long looping swing, but a quick one.
Jake Vera with the lead by Montgomery. Vera shows bunt. He'll pull it back. Vera hitless in 2 at-bats. He did score twice yesterday.
You got to feel that's his role all year long, is to the 2-hitter. Not a really strong average, but he allows Montgomery to steal bases. He bunts. He sets the table for the 3 and 4 hitters that we'll talk about, the 2 stallions in this Bronco lineup.
You said Vera, just a .211 batting average.
Yeah, and in the St. Lawrence lineup.
Montgomery dancing off first. Vera was able to check it up.
And I actually did get confused there. Montini in red and gold and St. Lawrence in gold. So the color scheme messed me up for just a second.
2 members of the Chicago Catholic League. St. Lawrence out of the blue and Montini out of the white division. These teams played earlier this year. You go back to April 12th. And that was a game that St. Lawrence won 15-12. Those 15 runs matched the season high that the Vikings have scored in any game this year. It's 3-1 now to Vera with Matt McCormick and Vito Valencias on deck.
Middle infield double play depth. Ben Law still up at third base.
Right through the middle. Stopped by the second baseman, Nelson. He's able to keep in the infield, but it is an infield single. Runners first and second, nobody out for the Boppers.
Watch this ball go right back up the middle. Both middle infielders go after the baseball. That leaves second base unattended. Once you know that you can't get it, go to the base. So both Nelson at second, Lesowski at short went for the baseball. That's why there was not a force out.
Stepping in at the plate is two-time All-American first-team selection Matt McCormick. Left-handed hitting senior catcher headed to West Virginia.
So we talk about so-and-so being all conference or being all area. Yes, you heard it. This is an All-American you are watching in the 3-hole right now.
Ooh, he takes a rip. McCormick yesterday in the semifinals drove in a couple of runs. He has 51 RBIs in a year. He was 2 for 3, scored a run on the season. 12 doubles, 9 home runs, and a .414 batting average. And this is against teams that try to pitch around him. No place to go. Here he's going to get a base hit. Took that ball right where it was the pitch. Montgomery is slammed on the brakes by his head coach, Pete Lotus, and just like that, St. Laurence, the base is loaded and nobody out.
The lumber is being used early on. The table set. Base hit, base hit, base hit. All three of those fundamentally sound base hits right there. McCormick didn't try to turn on a ball, didn't try to hit a home run, but just dropped that head of the bat, hit it right through that hole. Not a chance for Ben Law third.
When you set your lineup, this is what you want. Get your first 3 on, get your cleanup man to the plate, and that is Vitas Valencius. He's just a sophomore. On the season, Valencius, .417 average, 12 doubles, couple of triples, 3 home runs. He has 42 runs batted in, plus 2 from yesterday. And he's in an RBI situation here early. He does not get cheated.
He was in attack mode. Bases juiced. He had a 1-0 count. Looking for it. Got it. Just missed it to the outer edge. Really special hitter. Makes you ooh and ah anytime he swings the bat.
Kazuski delivers. Good pitch down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Excellent pitch by Kazuski. Down the one spot that I call it at the knees on the inner part.
The 1-2. Now 2-2. 78 degrees, wind blowing in at about 15 miles per hour.
Tried to move his eyes there. He got the great call on the previous pitch to make it 1-2 down and in. That time he went up and away, moving batter's eyes.
Montini fans thought that had enough. Instead, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. Top of the first inning.
We get a chance to see it again. That was definitely inside. Something going to happen here.
Good location there by Kazuski, and Valencia is able to spoil it up.
The bad news for Kazuski is he really can't try to beat you fine with his location with bases juiced. He's got to continue to pour strikes.
He did not there, and the first run of the game crosses the plate. Montgomery will trot in, touch home plate, 1-0 Laurence.
Another quality at-bat by Vito Valencius, who fouled off the previous pitch, took that one off the edge, making Kazuski work, and he's not out of jail yet. Now his mindset right now, his mindset is stay out of the big inning. Stay out of the big inning. Just get the batter. If a run scores on a fielder's choice, on a sacrifice fly, you're okay.
Mark Babbage at the plate. He had a hit in 3 at-bats. Hit sharply up the middle. Nelson will take it himself, and he'll get the double play. The 4-3 double play, a run will score. And Ryan Nelson made the decision, I can do it quicker myself, and he did.
So that's exactly what they needed. There's that ground ball. Really nice play by Nelson. He told his shortstop, Lazowski, I got it myself. And if they can limit this damage to just 2 runs, it's a win, if you will, for that young man, Michael Kazuski.
You'll have to get through Matt Dornbos, who goes after the first pitch. Dornbos yesterday had a hit in 2 at-bats. It was a 13-hit attack for St. Lawrence. They spread their 13 hits out over their 6 times they came to the plate, scoring in every inning.
Dornbos just a .310 hitter, not overly impressive, but 34 RBIs on the season. So he's been in these situations and quite clearly has got the job done consistently.
Softly to La at third. Stumbles, throws. 2 runs cross the plate, but oh, it could have been worse. Bases loaded, nobody out. A run was already in the end. Laurence will get 2. They lead it 2-0 after 1.
had a civilian retirement, a military retirement, and a 401k. It's just a lot of moving parts.
They had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years. Having somebody that can put that picture together for you took a huge weight off their shoulders. Kim and Bill are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
To purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event, click on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event video player, or click on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. You can also click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event right to your computer.
You know, Ryan Nelson will lead it off for Montini. Escaped the jam, if you will. Yes, they gave up 2 runs, but it was bases loaded, no one out, and 1 run in. They got the double play ball that Nelson was a part of, and then the 5-3 put out to basically stop a big inning, and that was their goal once they got behind. And Ryan Nelson had a couple hits yesterday on the day, a run scored, a couple RBIs, so he may be their most prolific hitter in the lineup.
Montini with a 9-hit effort yesterday. Picked up 3 first-inning runs and held on for the 5-1 win over Dixon. Nelson to lead it off against Chris Seropian. He was the beneficiary of a double play in the first inning as each team turned a pair. Nelson to be followed by Michael Kazuski and Nick Wind. Seropian working on the third base side of the rubber. Overhand, slow, and a spinner. He's ahead in the count. 0-2 to Nelson. Ryan Nelson headed to Eastern Kentucky. Super sectional, Ryan Nelson had an inside the park home run. That was a win over Grays Lake Central. A 5-inning win, 10-0 for the Vikings, or for the Broncos. That's called strike 3. McCormick, the catcher, knew it immediately. Nelson will walk back to the dugout. Second strikeout of the game for Seropian.
Seropian working, continue to work quickly. Fastball, sneaky fast. The foot goes down, but the hands don't come forward. Froze him. Gets the punch out. The first out of the inning was a strikeout for the second consecutive inning.
Kazuski will bounce it over to first. Nice little pick there from Valencias. 2 quick outs here in the second. I'll bring up catcher Nick Wind. We're in the 6th spot in the order. So far, the only senior. The batting order has been Ryan Nelson. Long foul down onto the berm.
Vikings get 2, so Seropian's job out on the hill is get a shutdown inning and keep the momentum they have going right now.
You can tell with Seropian, he'll get the ball back after that foul ball. He's going to just walk backwards right on the rubber. Hands up there in front of his face. He is waiting for Wynn to step in the box. That sends a little message, too. 0-2 pitch. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning. A pair of strikeouts, 3 for the game through an inning and a half. Laurence, the 2-0 lead.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This championship event is brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Thousands of young athletes have their season ended by ACL injuries. Learn how to keep them safe with our ACL injury prevention course at nfhslearn.com/courses.
Today's game is also available for all subscribers via the NFHS Network Live mobile app for Apple devices. Download the app from the App Store today to start watching live games wherever you are. Well, this will be an interesting inning and a big inning for Montini pitcher Michael Kazuski. Got into trouble giving up a trio of singles followed by a walk. And settled down, got a double play ball and a ground ball. So he needs to establish himself here in the bottom of the second inning, and he'll do it against the bottom three of the order for St. Lawrence Vikings: Kevin McCormick, Ryan Cummings, and Jason Kroll. McCormick will go after the first pitch and tap it out to Nelson. One pitch, one out.
Very efficient first ball fastball hunting. Kevin McCormick was not able to barrel it up. Easy 4-3. Nelson to Sclafani.
Ryan Cummings will get his hack against Kazuski. Cummings scored a run yesterday, walked a couple of times. Ryan Cummings, part of a group on this St. Lawrence team, including Matt Dornbos, Alex Gasparo, Chris Seropian, all 5.0 GPAs. In fact, Matt Dornbos and Cummings, valedictorians at St. Lawrence. Three balls, one strike to Cummings. The count goes full.
Cummings in the AO was able to coax a couple walks yesterday.
He'll get a one-out walk here. That's the second walk by Kazuski.
Talk about quality at bats there. Sometimes a hitter, you get yourself out. Cummings has not done that. He's made the pitcher produce the last couple days.
Jason Kroll, 6', 200-pound sophomore. He's a designated hitter, hitting in the ninth spot in the order, and he's batting for the pitcher, Chris Seropian. Kroll, a pair of hits yesterday.
Hit 259 coming in. He does indeed have 5 RBIs, but no extra base hits to speak of.
Head coach for St. Lawrence is in his 14th year. That's Pete Lotus. 405 wins, 34-5 this year. During his career, he's averaged 30 wins per season. Working on a streak of 4 straight 30-win seasons, 6 of the last 8 years for the Vikings. They finished third a couple of years ago, and that was in 4A. This is the first year that St. Lawrence has been playing in 3A.
See the back of Kroll's jersey, number 33, it says personal courage. Man on deck, Luke Montgomery. His says respect. So some messages being sent in the back of the uniforms by Pete Lotus team. There's respect. And that young man, he respects the game, but a lot of people respect his game. He can flat out play.
One out and another full count, 3-2. And the number 9 hitter in the order with Montgomery chomping the bit to get to the plate. 3-2 pitch. Jam shot. A little fly ball to Rocco Catalano. That's the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, and Luke Montgomery, he singled and scored. That was only about 20 minutes ago. St. Lawrence trying to keep the streak rolling, scoring in every inning here in the state finals this year. Got some work to do here. Runner at first and 2 outs. I get the impression after watching Montgomery for a couple of games that you saw him fake bunt there. He's just toying with the defense.
Trying to bring the corners up a little bit, give himself some angles to work with.
The throw down, a stolen base attempt is wide and a little bit late, and Ryan Cummings will be in scoring position for Luke Montgomery.
So that's a ball that Nick Wynn just opened up a little bit. His front shoulder opened up, his arm dropped down. The ball tailed away from second base toward the right field side. Good save by Ryan Nelson, not allowing that ball to get into center field.
Short lead at second base for Cummings. 2 balls and a strike on Montgomery.
Respect at the plate, loyalty on second.
Three and one. Or was that a called strike? Well, that misses. So we are now yet another full count. That is 3 straight hitters that Kazuski has gone full. Short lead at second from Cummings. 3-2 pitch. To the shortstop, Lazowski. He gets rid of it in a hurry, and he has to. And St. Lawrence kept off the scoreboard for the first time since they've made their journey to Joliet this year. 2 innings in your 3A championship game in the book.
I had a civilian retirement, a military retirement, and a 401k. Just a lot of moving parts.
They had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years. Having somebody that can put that picture together for you took a huge weight off their shoulders. Kim and Bill are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
This IHSA championship event is brought to you by Biaggi's, where carryout is just another one of our specialties. And by Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise.
High school sports fans never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. We are high school.
And they are soaking up some sun and soaking up some state championship baseball action here.
Chris Seropian has faced the minimum over the first 2 innings. Rocco Catalano, Esteban Moreno, and Ben Law will try to get after the lefty here in the third. And that will be a swing and a miss, a little wave action from Catalano.
Ball had some late tail movement, left-hander, ball running away toward the first base side of home plate. Same pitch.
Same result.
Do you triple him up? Why not? Maybe extend the plate just a bit that way. Look at how quickly he wants to go. And his focus is big time.
Came inside there.
Outside, outside, inside. So is Catalano looking away again?
Shortstop Dornbos calls for it. Third baseman right in front of him. Dornbos stays with it for the first out of the inning.
Dornbos wanted that the whole way. Cummings was drifting, and then gave way. Good team defense, good communication. There was some both verbal and nonverbal communication going on right there.
Esteban Moreno, he is a freshman. He's a designated hitter batting for the shortstop, the senior Justin Lazowski. Moreno probably wishes he had that pitch back. He danced out of the way, thought he probably could have gotten hit by a soft toss there. He was 1 for 3 yesterday, scored a run.
Rich Janner told us they took him to Orlando on their spring trip, kind of as an extra player, get the experience, and he handled the bat so well. He's made the team and been a fixture in lineup. He'll be everyday middle infielder next year and the next 3 years for the Broncos.
Ended up hitting .256 his freshman year, drove in 13 runs with 7 extra base hits, including a couple of home runs. Dornbos will get a chance on the ground and can't handle it.
That last hop is the one that ate up number 10 Dornbos at shortstop right there. Just the ball just didn't come up for him like he thought. It stayed down around his knees.
So Ben Law will hit with a runner at first. Law yesterday was hitless in 3 at-bats. Trying to push that one past the charging third baseman, Ryan Cummings. We see our battery here for St. Lawrence wearing the same name on the back of their jerseys as St. Lawrence, foregoing the names on the back. Seropian, a little hesitation there. Had the runner at first frozen.
Now, battery mates, it says selfless service right there on the back of Seropian, the pitcher, and his fine catcher, 25 Matt McCormick, as you see him peering into the third base side, getting his pitch call here.
Just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Law, the number 9 hitter in the order for the Broncos. Softly to Dornbos, and unable to handle the feed, Kevin McCormick. Back-to-back errors here for St. Lawrence.
You know, sometimes we allude to he's made that play 100 times. Well, he's made that play a couple thousand times. This can't be any easier. Force out soft toss. And he does not close the glove. It looked that ball in time. And the door has been opened for Antoine Harris.
Back at the top of the order. Harris yesterday had a couple of hits and 3 at-bats. Scored a run. He also stole a couple of bases. Just a sophomore. A rip to left field. This one's hooking a little bit on a left fielder, Babbage. Coming around to score will be Moreno. Runners second and third following the double from Antoine Harris.
Boy, did he square that one up. You see the excitement on the bench. Ben Law right there cheering for his teammate who got an opportunity because of a couple errors, and he turns on this ball. Pretty good job by Babbage not allowing this one to go to the wall, but he knew he got it, and he knew double the whole way. Did Antoine Harris. Broncos take advantage of a couple miscues up on the big board. 2 errors, and they've led to this rally.
Pop-up started this inning. Error fielding a ground ball, then an error catching a feed. And a double. 90 feet away, the tying run. And Nate Kremko at the plate.
Now the same situation. If you're Seropian, just stay out of a big inning. Infield back, give up a run. A lot of baseball be played. Just keep your mental composure right now.
Kremko singled his first time up. Here comes a squeeze. We have a tie game. The out at first. And Montini comes right back. Nate Kremko, the RBI suicide squeeze.
Excellent execution. One of the most exciting plays in baseball, and you're going to be able to see it again. Here comes the runner. There's the bunt. Don't be too so fine. Get on the grass. Seropian with the play. But what great execution by Kremko. And they are pumped. Yes.
2-2 ball game. Go ahead, run at third. Antoine Harris advanced on the bunt. Michael Sclafani rounded into a double play his last time up. The greatest reaction of that entire last play was Kremko when he had run through the bag at first base. He was actually in short right field, pumping his fists. He knew it when he got the ball down that he had tied the game.
Team baseball, execution baseball.
2 balls and 1 strike. Great pitch from Seropian. Took something off of that one. Sclafani is gearing up for something else. Michael Sclafani leads Montini almost every hitting category, including batting average of .414 and RBIs with 37. This ball is tagged to center field. Giving ground is Montgomery. The wind will hold it right there. Montgomery will make the catch, but Montini strikes for 2. Both unearned runs. And we're tied at 2. Going to the bottom of the 3rd.
Had a civilian retirement, a military retirement, and a 401k. It's just a lot of moving parts.
They had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years. Having somebody that can put that picture together for you took a huge weight off their shoulders. Kim and Bill are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
This IHSA championship event is brought to you by Biaggi's, where carryout is just another one of our specialties. And by Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise.
In a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfectly sized to serve 4 to 5 people and starting at only $30. Pronto Packs include your choice of a pasta or 2 pizzas with a house or Caesar salad and freshly baked bread with Biaggi's butter for dipping, as Jake Vera steps in to lead it off here for St. Lawrence in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to Biaggi's. If you're planning a meal for a large group, just ask about their party pans, size for 8 to 12 guests, and ready for pickup with 24 hours advance notice. With 6 Illinois locations, Biaggi's carryout is a perfect solution for your busy lifestyle.
Well, Vera got a base hit on the infield variety in the 1st inning and ultimately scored. His biggest base hit was his sectional walk-off to beat De La Salle. So this young man does not have huge numbers. He has huge heart and is right in the middle of all good things, especially at clutch time.
Michael Kazuski all of a sudden back on the mound. His team tied it up for him in the top half of this inning. All right, hits the outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Really good take by Vera there. His job is to get on base. So you knew he's taking 2.
Mike Kazuski's lived on this 3-2 count, hasn't he? About the 4th batter in the last 5 he's gone full. McCormick and Valencius on deck. And that'll be a called strike 3, and a Montini crowd erupts. First strikeout of the game for Michael Kazuski.
Living on the edge right there. Ball helped out a little bit, if you will, by Nick Wind, who pulled that back over home plate and got the call.
Matt McCormick singled. He hits this one high. The wind will stop it right there for Kremko. He got a pretty good rip on it, put the barrel on it, but that's 2 outs here in the 3rd. Boy, that wind has really had an effect. That ball, I thought, on a normal day, and we've been here for years, without that wind, that ball is up against the fence.
That ball was hit to toward the 400-foot mark in center field. That ball carried a good 380.
Vito Valencius walked and forced in a run. That's how the Vikings got their first one. Their second one came home on a double play. That was in the 1st inning. A good Montini crowd here, a great St. Laurence crowd. They have packed in the third base side. They're spread out enough to make sure they don't get too hot next to each other, but this place is filled with gold. Valencius, 4-pitch walk. They didn't want any part of him. The 2-out walk, the third of the game for Michael Kazuski, has one each inning. Mark Babbage bounced into a double play. Ball that was hit up the middle, turned nicely in the middle by Ryan Nelson, the second baseman.
Kazuski can totally focus on Babbage here. Valencia's not a big running threat.
Babbage will take the strike to even the count at 1-1 with 2 out. It's your 3A championship game from Joliet. Hard to left field. Harris will make the catch. He had the ball hooking on him, stayed with it, and he comes away with it. Antoine Harris will finish the inning in style. We've played 3 in a tie game.
The more you understand your insurance, the more successful you can be. I love explaining how proper coverage can help my customers achieve their goals. Watching them apply what they've learned from my class to their lives, it's inspiring. I believe anyone can achieve their goals if they just take simple steps. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Well, junior Mark Babbage finds a ball to his liking. 377 hitter laces it down the left field line, but speed kills. Antoine Harris with a catch that saved extra bases and a would-be run as they turn the lineup over to Ryan Nelson. Seropian induces a first pitch ground ball. 5-3 and the tag on the other side. Cummings to Valencius. Valencius showing a great propensity to come off the base. Selfless service there by big number 28, who comes off to make a nice tag and save any kind of errant throw. Watch him. He makes the decision early and gets the tag down. Good hustle play by Ryan Nelson, playing the game aggressively.
We saw Valencius involved in a collision on a play like that yesterday, and imagine that. You're going down that line, you see a big 245-pounder right there in front of the base.
I guess I don't want to mention that. I don't need a contact play with Valencius because I would lose.
One gone to Michael Kazuski. Kazuski grounded out to the aforementioned Valencius. 2 runs in the first for St. Laurence, 2 in the third for Montini. This game moving right along. We're in the top of the 4th.
Kazuski, lefty against the lefty Seropian. He's got to really keep his front side in and think, I'm going to hit the ball opposite. It's got to be your mindset. If you try to turn on this baseball at all, you'll pull off the ball quite often against a lefty-lefty matchup. Stay over the ball, stay tall, and think middle opposite as a hitter.
Going to go down the left field line. Will it stay fair? Nope.
So that indeed was his approach. The right approach it is.
Lawrence giving him a big gap in right center. Two balls, 2 strikes, in and out. Excuse me. Seropian lobs a strike over to first base, 2 outs.
Easy play for Seropian, but he also did it fundamentally sound. Comes off the mound as he finishes his pitch. He's in a fifth infielder fielding position, sets his feet. Probably would have wanted a little bit more zip on it, just to have more maintenance of his throw. He gets the easy play because he was squared up defensively.
Nick Wind was a strikeout victim in the second inning. Seropian, boy, he disguises that well, doesn't he?
Boy, he got his fingers on top of that curveball and pulled it straight down. 12-6 rotation. That was really a fine pitch. Wind steps out just to try to slow him down some.
1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs to Wind. Wind on the season, .277 batting average. He's able to stay alive. Our third place game today in Class 3A went to Waterloo, 9-2 over Dixon.
Montini 5 consecutive regional titles, and this one culminates 2019 season with a state championship. Second place or first place still to be determined.
Wind will able to turn on this inside pitch. That's dropping quickly, and that's a fair ball. Wind's going to look for 2. Babbich's throw, not in time. 2-out double from Nick Wind.
Nick Wind kept that ball inside the line, but the best thing he did, watch him get out of the box. See, he's thinking double the whole time. Long way for Babbage to get to that ball. He does so with a backhand and makes a pretty strong throw, but watch him out of the box. Double, 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 double. As he's watching, and then he makes a decision. Really good hustle, playing the game hard and respecting the game.
With 2 outs, Rocco Catalano a chance to give his team the lead. He's going to look for the hole. He'll find that hole. Wind is being waved around. Babbich's throw. No, and Montini will take the 3-2 lead. Rocco Catalano comes up with a big 2-out RBI.
So you get a 2-out hit by Wind, like who cares? Absolutely, a lot of people. Montini fans do. If you set up this ball through the left side, he finds a 5-6 hole. Babbage comes up throwing, but just too late, as he was able to lace that ball and then watch his base running, as he knows his players going home. The throw goes home, and he takes second base.
Marino lifts this ball to left field. Babbage gets more action in left field. That catch on the deep fly ball. A 2-out double, then a 2-out RBI single, and Montini will lead this one halfway home in a 3A title game.
The more you understand your insurance, the more successful you can be. I love explaining how proper coverage can help my customers achieve their goals. Watching them apply what they've learned from my class to their lives, it's inspiring. I believe anyone can achieve their goals if they just take simple steps. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
You are watching live coverage of the IHSA Baseball Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of the Illinois High School Association Championship action. So we move on with the 6, 7, 8 hitters of Pete Lotus lineup here. St. Laurence in the gold uniforms, trailing now 3-2 as Montini scored a 2-out run in the top of the inning to take this lead. He jumps out the first pitch. Should be a 6-3 putout as fundamentally sound. Lazowski to Sclafani, and the first out after a 2-out run scored is a big one on the board, as both these teams are playing very solid fundamental baseball. 2 errors, and the Vikings led 2 runs for the Broncos. Back-to-back errors at shortstop and second base led to an inning that put 2 runs on the board in the 3rd inning. As Kevin McCormick steps in, he went out to second on a 4-3 put out in the 2nd inning. Shows bunt there just to bring the corner infielders in. And he slices that one right at the feet that were meeting that from Antoine Harris. He hit a bullet right there, but a line drive to left field for the 2nd out. Antoine Harris can cover some ground. Didn't need to very much there, as that one was right at him. Left-handed hitting McCormick. That ball came right back to Harris. That brings up Ryan Cummings, who's been on base a few different times this weekend. A couple walks yesterday, and then a base on balls in the 2nd inning today. Throwing some leather. Lazowski across the diamond, making it look easy. Backhand play, steps up and throws a seed across the diamond. One hopper, look at that, square up and drive through the baseball. Quick, easy inning for Kazuski.
To purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event, click on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event video player, or click on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. You can also click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event right to your computer.
Those guys have their computers out.
They were counting. 5-pitch inning last inning.
Yeah, 5-pitch inning. Pretty efficient. Those 11 guys. Is that a football team?
That's a good question.
Well, you can play football here at this stadium.
They may have like a company football team. Well, Montini has grabbed the momentum. They've run with it both offensively and defensively. Leading it off is Ben Law. It's a 1-pitch, 1-out situation as we start the top of the 5th. Boy, how about that play to close out the last inning by the shortstop? Made it look easy, Justin Lazowski.
How sweet that was. That ball was hit hard. One hopper, he backhanded it. But he was so good at getting back up so quickly. Here that is again as we replay it, and look at that throw. Cue it up, because that's part of a highlight tape, no doubt.
Lazowski was not the starting shortstop for Montini earlier in the year. That was Ryan Nelson, who is now the second baseman. But Nelson injured his shoulder, missed 4 to 5 weeks, and that enabled Lazowski to take over there. Nelson moved to second base, give his arm a little bit of a rest. And that's a soft little line out from Antoine Harris. 2 up, 2 down.
That might be my favorite pitch of the day from Seropian. That was a straight change, it had to be, and he got the hitter way out on his front foot. Antoine Harris, who loves to hunt fastballs, got him on his front foot. Really weak, soft line drive to second base.
Harris had doubled in a run in the third inning, make it a 2-1 game. And I'm at the plate. Nate Kremko tied this game up with a suicide squeeze bunt. Montini took the lead on a 2-out double, then a 2-out RBI single last inning.
Everybody thinks that velocity means throwing 95, and that's a good thing. 90 is a good thing. 88 is a good thing. But you know what? Throwing 78 and 68, that's a good thing as well. When you talk about velocity, you talk about changing the velocity.
One ball and 2 strikes to Kremko.
When you talk about movement, you talk about the ball going in and out, up and down, as well as changing planes. So, and then you talk about location, the same thing. Moving the eyes of a hitter using all 9 spots of the pitching square.
Straight over the top in a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Seropian. He gives his team a chance to hit in the bottom of the 5th.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
I had a civilian retirement, a military retirement, and a 401k. It's just a lot of moving parts.
They had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years. Having somebody that can put that picture together for you took a huge weight off their shoulders. Kim and Bill are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
This IHSA championship event is brought to you by Biaggi's, where carryout is just another one of our specialties. And by Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Today's game is also available for all subscribers via the NFHS Network Live mobile app for Apple devices. Download the app from the App Store today to start watching live games wherever you are. We hope you're watching this one. First pitch, Jason Kroll will ground it out to Lazowski. 1 pitch, 1 out.
So that was his 60th pitch of the afternoon to go through 4 1/3. So you're averaging 15 pitches an inning. Very efficient. If you do 15 pitches an inning for an average, you're going to have a fine baseball game, which Kazuski has done to this juncture.
Back to the top of the order in Luke Montgomery. 5 straight retired by Michael Kazuski. In fact, he is not allowed a hit since Montgomery, Vera, and McCormick started this game with 3 consecutive singles.
Kazuski had a 3-hitter in the super sectional. He did it on only 54 pitches.
Right through the box. Oh, and a glove flies off the hand of the pitcher, Michael Kazuski.
That one did indeed send a message. He was cruising, and Montgomery just turns him right around and turned that pitching glove right around. Watch it here as he tries to square up. Boom. Tries to get the glove out in front, but no chance. And now you have the game within the game because you have one of the best base runners around.
There he goes. Montgomery on the move. The throw from Wynn, not in time. Stolen base on the first pitch for Luke Montgomery.
Why mess around? Montgomery went on first movement, lefty against lefty. Kazuski said, I'm not showing you my move. And Montgomery then says, I'm going. First movement, stolen base, scoring position.
Vera at the plate. He'll take it inside, 1-1. And they do call a balk. Everybody in the stands yelling balk. The third base coach, the head coach, Pete Lotus, was yelling balk. And they get it. And that will put Montgomery at third.
And I thought it was too. Totally agree. Didn't want to open my mouth on the air there, but that's the first way I reacted to the coach in me. Watch the little hesitation here. Right there. So he basically lifted his leg, put it down, lifted it again for the inside move.
Foul ball Vera down the left field side. No chance there for Antoine Harris. One gone. And a 1-2 count on Jake Vera. Tying run 90 feet away.
Infield back conceding it. Smart play, as far as I'm concerned, from a coaching standpoint by Rich Janner. What you're basically saying is we'll give you a run for an out and we'll play a 2-inning game. That's what you're saying. Now they do bring him in. So he changed his heart. And why did he bring him in, do people say? Because there's 2 strikes. So you become much more defensive with your hitting. So excellent coaching decisions going on right now.
1-2 count. Vera just keeps hacking away. Okay, so on the other end with 1 out, even with the infield in, you got Luke Montgomery at third. Contact play is on here, right?
And not with the hitters you got coming
that's
up.
right. You got McCormick and you got Valencius.
But McCormick's going to get walked if there's a base open.
Yanked to the right side. Here comes Montgomery. Here comes the throw. Not handled cleanly. And this game is tied. Michael Sclafani elected to go home with it. The throw may have beaten Montgomery. Here's a look at it.
Now Sclafani, a pitcher, he can throw the baseball just a little bit down low and trying to sweep the tag. Nick Wind at the same time. The ball comes loose. The ball game is tied. Pete Lotus did indeed have contact on, probably for the reason we said. Kudos to Vera for putting the ball in play.
And now first base is not open for Matt McCormick. Outfield deep, right fielder Rocco Catalano backed up as soon as number 25 came to the plate.
And do you not steal a guy to make sure first base stays occupied so they have to pitch to him? I agree. You don't.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, tie game.
And the managerial wheels were spinning there. Infield back, infield in with 2 strikes. Contact was on. 2 stallion hitters coming to the plate. Everybody's thinking the game.
Double play opportunity here. Lazinski, Nelson, relay. Turn it. Second double play turned by the Broncos. And it quickly closes the inning, but not before Luke Montgomery makes it happen. The double play, Montgomery the run. We're tied at 3. In a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfectly sized to serve 4 to 5 people and starting at only $30. Pronto Packs include your choice of a pasta or 2 pizzas with a house or Caesar salad and freshly baked bread with Biaggi's butter for dipping. Or if you're planning a meal for a large group, just ask about their party pans, size for 8 to 12 guests and ready for pickup with 24 hours advance notice. With 6 Illinois locations, Biaggi's carry-out's the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. We welcome you to Joliet, the 3A state championship ball game, and we welcome you to what has become a 2-inning game.
I was just going to make the same point. 7 innings? No. It's a 2-inning baseball game right now. 2 innings to a championship. And that will come into the coaching decisions here the rest of the way. 1 run, oh so important. Oh so important. The Vikings of St. Lawrence on the field now, the home team.
And that home team is determined on Thursday before you even know the opponents in the games by coin flip. At the plate, Michael Sclafani. He'll lead things off with Chris Seropian on the hill. The count is 2-0, each team with 3 runs, each team with 4 hits. St. Lawrence had a couple of errors in the 3rd inning when Montini scored twice.
So every pitch, every play now becomes big.
Seropian, pitch number 65. We're just getting underway in the 6th, so just like his counterpart on the other side, Michael Kazuski, Chris Seropian, very efficient with his offerings. 3-1 now, though, to Sclafani. And that's a leadoff walk here in the top of the 6th.
He's been oh so good around the strike zone. And then the leadoff walk. Never want to give a free pass, especially to lead off an inning, especially in a tie game, especially in the state championship.
That's his first walk of the day. Go along with 4 strikeouts, has allowed 4 hits. Here's Ryan Nelson, the cleanup hitter. He struck out looking, grounded out to 3rd. How will Montini play it here? Nelson. Boy, he had to dance out of that one. Woo. Well, that's an awful feeling when you see that ball headed your way.
Nowhere to go. 4-year varsity players, Nelson, a captain.
Pitch was a strike. Short lead at first for Sclafani, and Seropian will let him know he's there. Middle infield, Matt Dornbos at short, having a conversation with his second baseman, Kevin McCormick. Now they pinch a little more, looking for a double play.
Montini, during their batting practice, they work on situational hitting. So they'll take a round of swings. They'll take a round of bunts. They'll take a round of hit and run. They'll take a round of, take a time hitting behind a runner. All those things come into play now as he shows bunt.
Count evens at a ball and a strike.
When you're taking BP, it's not just up there hacking and slashing. It's having a purpose, and it's simulating some game experiences as much you can. So if you're up on the 6th inning of the state championship, you can execute.
Nelson will push it. And he does his job. So your cleanup hitter headed to Eastern Kentucky will sacrifice for the team. The go-ahead run is out at second base with 1 out.
He showed bunt the whole time. Very smart play by Nelson. He didn't try to be too fine. He just hit the grass, forced the defense to make a play, which they did, but set up that young man 180 feet away with a lead run.
That's Sclafani out at second base. At the plate, it's Michael Kazuski. Kazuski 0 for 2 today. They'll pick. That's pretty close. Nice catch by Dornbos, sneaking around Sclafani.
Montgomery knew that play was on at center field. He was sprinting in to back up that throw. So communication was taking place there for the Vikings.
Montgomery still playing fairly shallow, as is the left fielder, Mark Babbage.
I think they want to be in a position to throw somebody out at home plate. You give them a single in front of you by playing deep. You're giving up a run here in the late innings.
Sclafani walks off of second.
He wants to get some walking lead. Not really a threat to steal third here, but any momentum he can get going toward third base will benefit him on a base hit, trying to score that would-be go-ahead run.
Once again, the pickoff attempt. And the trick play is on. And that is the play that Boy, how many years ago was that originated, where the pitcher steps off there, he turns and fakes like he threw the ball. Everybody scrambles as if it was a bad throw, looking to bait that runner into leaving second base. Sclafani would have none of it. I want to say that was University of Miami that ran that play the very first time folks had seen it.
I saw the Celtics of Providence actually execute in the state tournament for an out. Good job by Sclafani. Fish weren't biting. Too smart a player to go for that.
Hitters count now for Kazuski at 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes. First base open. Nick Wind is on deck. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, I still think he wants to go after Kazuski here because of lefty-lefty matchup.
Three and one. Runners first and second and 1 out. Soropian's only 2 walks of the game have come here in the 6th. Kazuski is out at first base, and they will get a courtesy runner for him.
Joel Kamba, number 14, 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. And don't think his heartbeat hasn't just increased.
Okay, so rosters, stats, everything available to all these teams when they come here. You have a sophomore at first base, runners first and second. You see it often anyway, but the pick behind the runner at first to try to exploit maybe the jumpiness, the nerves of that runner at first.
Absolutely, and that was probably reminded to him, don't get picked, watch guy behind you, find the ball from the catcher. All of those things that you've heard hundreds and hundreds of times this year become much more magnified.
Well, Valencius will play in front of the runner,
which is interesting in this situation because you would not expect Wynn to be bunting. There's not a play at the plate. Now they go behind. They listen to us.
Wynn has this, pushing it. Valencia stays with it. He'll make the catch. That's a big out. It's the second out of the inning.
And that's a positional thing. If he was playing in, I don't think he would have got to that baseball. He would have had another 10 or 15 feet to battle the wind, to battle the elements, to battle the spin of the ball. So that made that play, because of angles, that much more easy.
Now, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the nimbleness of Vito Valencius down at first base.
Yeah. Look at how young looking he is. Why? Because he's young. But, boy, he hits like a veteran.
Rocco Catalano, he had a base hit, an RBI. That gave his team the lead back in the 4th inning. He'll bat now. He'll send it to left field. This is twisting away from the left fielder, Babbage. Giving ground. It's down and to the wall. Sclafani scores. Kazuski scores. Rocco Catalano has just doubled in 2.
Rocco Catalano playing Rocky right there. Winning that battle as he just drives this ball over Babbage. You talk about a key hit of a championship. 2 out, 2-run double as they are up on their feet on the first base side. The Bronco fans are feeling it.
Looking for one more from Esteban Moreno. A 5-3 lead. How about Catalano today? He has 3 RBIs. They have come and given his team the lead twice, and it's been both times with 2 outs. That one was about a 50-footer. A 2 spot here in the 6th for the Broncos. Each of these teams looking for the school's first baseball championship.
Rich Janner said he's been their key guy the last 9 games of the season.
This is hit hard to left. Catalano, he's being waved. Babbich's throw. Another 2-out hit. A 3-run lead for Montini. Esteban Moreno, the freshman, gets it done.
Boy, he knocked that ball right in the 5-6 hole. Hits this hard with a 30. 2 outs on the sound. Catalano's going. The throw from Babbage brings the catcher up the line just a little bit. No play at all from McCormick. And 3 runs with 2 outs. The Broncos in business. And that young man's going to remember that base hit for an awful long time. Just a freshman.
You think he thought when he was invited on the trip to Orlando that he'd be standing at second base having driven in a run in the top of the 6th inning of the state championship game?
Nada. And how about this? We'll check out who's down in the bullpen. How about this, Dave? The first 2 runs it scored, both reached base on balls. His only 2. Ouch.
We have a pinch hitter. It's another youngster, Jack Angus. Will step in. Angus, 6'3", 195-pounder, 282 batting average. So we have a freshman out at second. He just drove in a run. Sophomore at the plate, and Soropian struggling here in this inning.
The only time he's really struggled today, yes, he gave us some runs earlier, but still had command. He was bit by a couple errors.
That's close, and it's out. The pick of Moreno at second base, so St. Lawrence gets an out wherever they can. However, Montini strikes for 3, all 3 runs. Coming with 2 outs, a 2-run double from Rocco Catalano. Esteban Moreno adds to the RBI single. It's 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
I had a civilian retirement, a military retirement, and a 401k. It's just a lot of moving parts.
They had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years. Having somebody that can put that picture together for you took a huge weight off their shoulders. Kim and Bill are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
Vito Valencius to get things started. St. Lawrence wants to get up and hit, and already the count 1-1 on Valencius. Vikings chasing a 3-run Montini lead.
All 3 runs scoring with 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. The Broncos will remember for a long time if they hoist the first place trophy.
Junior Rocco Catalano, the 2-run go-ahead double. And Esteban Moreno had another RBI. Job for Valencius right here is get on base. To right field. Catalano has to backpedal, staggers, and makes the catch right in front of the track.
Catalano won the war between sun and wind. He gets a glove from Kremko, and he gets a big smile to himself. The oh-so-important first out was Adventureland for just a little bit, but he wins the wild ride.
1 gone. Kozuski tells his third baseman, Ben Law, come in a little bit. Babbage at the plate, sends it out on 2 hops to Lazuski, gobbles it up. That's 2 gone. Montini has played errorless defense. They have turned a pair of double plays. The biggest one probably coming in the first inning. We take you all the way back to the top of the first. Bases were loaded with nobody out. Then Vito Valencius walked with the bases loaded. A run in, still the bases loaded, nobody out. And then a double play ball kind of shut the door.
And we talked about it right then. They stayed out of the big inning.
Here's another chance for Lazuski. That is a quick inning. Justin Lazowski makes it look easy. So does Michael Kazuski. Montini will bat in the top of the 7th with a 3-run lead.
The more you understand your insurance, the more successful you can be. I love explaining how proper coverage can help my customers achieve their goals. Watching them apply what they've learned from my class to their lives, it's inspiring. I believe anyone can achieve their goals if they just take simple steps. Find a representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
Two big games being played in Joliet, just feet from each other. We're here at DuPage Medical Group Field, and there's other action going over just beyond the left field fence.
Yeah, they have in the Miracle League here in Joliet, special field for young men and women with some special needs and their chance to play baseball as the Vikings and Broncos vie for a state championship. Those young athletes out there are playing championship in their own minds. As Staple in downtown Joliet on Saturdays in the summer.
You see, we have a new pitcher for St. Laurence. He was the catcher. Matt McCormick will come on and relief Chris Seropian. He'll get the first pitch from Ben Law to be bounced out to his second baseman, Kevin McCormick. 1 pitch, 1 out.
McCormick comes to strike on the very first pitch. 6 foot, 200-pound senior, normally a catcher. He has pitched 17 times this year, 2-1 record in 18 innings pitched, so it's all in a 1-inning kind of role. In 18 innings, he struck out 23, walked just 8, so good command. Earned run average is 1.56. He gets out number 1 here in the 7th.
Harris will go after the first pitch as well. Antoine Harris today, 1 for 3 at a RBI double. A 3-run 6th inning is the difference.
Antoine Harris, normally their catalyst. Had a big hit in the super sectional triple to start things off, got him going.
McCormick goes breaking ball and gets Harris to go down.
Harris chased that one off the dish, but McCormick able to start that on the outer edge, and that ball finished 5-6 inches off the plate.
Showing bunt was Nate Kremko. Speaking of bunt for Kremko, he had a suicide squeeze that tied this game at 2. That was in the 3rd inning.
Mark Babbage now catching. McCormick on the hill.
1 ball, no strikes to Kremko. A hot shot down towards the bullpen, and a member of the bullpen that have just come in makes the grab. Let's see, who was that? Well, handshakes in the dugout for that play. 2-1 to Kremko. Right back to McCormick. He's in relief. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Speaking of 3, that's how many outs away Montini is from its first state baseball championship. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Back in 2005, that's the last time Montini made it to the state baseball finals. And that year they finished second. They lost to Wilmington 12-0 in 5 innings in the Class A game. That was when there was 2 classes. And now they're 3 outs away from claiming the Class 3A state title. They'll have to work through 7, 8, 9 in the St. Lawrence order. It'll be Kevin McCormick to lead things off. McCormick 0 for 2 today against Michael Kazuski. Kazuski was strike 1.
If St. Lawrence is playing catch-up baseball, which means basically there's different rules of catch-up, take a strike, they've already answered by throwing strike 1 as Kazuski.
Kazuski allowing only 4 hits on the day. 3 of those hits came to the first 3 batters of this game. It's 2-1 to McCormick. Pete Lotus just wanting to turn this order over. Obviously, he will need to, down by 3. 2-2 now to Kevin McCormick, sophomore second baseman. Nearly went. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 7th. That ball will rattle around the railings and the seats here at DuPage Medical Group Field. McCormick will spoil another 3-2 pitch.
Good at bat going by McCormick. So the race is on up there, and the race is on for a title right now for the Broncos.
Called strike 3. That is just the second strikeout of the game for Michael Kazuski.
Tip your cap. He kept coming strikes. And tip your cap again. Nick Wynn helped out home plate umpire Bob Hyde by framing that pitch oh so softly into the strike zone. As Pete Lotus is going to send up a pinch hitter here.
Alex Gasparo will come to the plate, the junior, in 103 at-bats this season, 282 average. He's batting for Ryan Cummings. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Kazuski working very quickly. Got it, throw it. He threw that pitch in 6 seconds right there.
And he's quickly on top, 1-2.
Look at him. He just wants to work.
Gasparo gets right in, cooperates. Lazowski again, another chance. He's been money. 2 outs. Montini fans to their feet.
That picture says it. All the dreams since last year, since last summer, since the weight room, since the gymnasium practices, since the 20-degree wind chill days.
Jason Kroll was going after the first pitch. Pete Lotus said, we got to get our hacks in early in the count. St. Lawrence scored first, got 2 in the first inning. Montini tied it with 2 in the third. Once again, Lazowski. And Montini, your 2019 Class 3A champs. Montini High School has claimed state championships in wrestling, in football, in girls basketball, but they have never had one until this moment. in baseball. They get it with a 6-3 win over St. Lawrence. The Broncos come from behind, and a spectacular pitching performance from Michael Kazuski. Clutch hitting for the Broncos.
Rocco Catalano is going to be the guy that you're going to talk about the most. 2-out hitting, a couple base on balls. They take advantage. Key hits, great defense, great pitching, a great champion.
Congratulations, Montini. 6-3 winners over St. Lawrence, your 3A championship team.